I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cops only suffer time I die. Even as a youngster, causing ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed up me, take away the pain. So I'm hopeless, rolling down the freeway, swerving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash up on the curb, cause my business bloody, baby. If they try to understand me, what should I do? I had to feed my fucking family. What else could I do? Or be a thug? I'm slanging with the homies, fuck hanging with them phonies in the club. Got my mind on danger. Never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of the 12 gauge. My memories of a corpse, mind full of sick thoughts, and I ain't going back to court. So fuck what you thought. I'm drinking Hennessy, running from my enemies. When I live a beat 23, there's so much pain.
How y'all doing?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. How are we this Sunday night? Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy
I
Sunday.
know it's the beginning of the work week to March. Seems like you blink and it's OV.
OV.
Like you get off work on Friday.
Yeah.
And it's like you get maybe 48 hours off work.
No, actually, I'm actually off till tomorrow. So.
Well, I'm off till Wednesday.
God bless you for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna know how to react going back to work. Hey, Grandma. Hey, Jen. Hey, Mama B. How are we? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. Everyone, please follow, like, and share. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, and share it out. Share it out, guys. Welcome. Well, we're going to start tonight. Hey. With, well, it's kind of, the memes that go around with all these, videos. They make fun of stuff.
Dude, I could play you one.
Oh, is it the one you sent the other night that I saw?
No, I put this up on TikTok earlier today. Gosh, so mighty. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Are you pushing the envelope, Papa?
Oh yeah, I was definitely pushing the envelope. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to go watch it. Everybody go to Gen X Unfiltered on TikTok, Gen X Unfiltered podcast.
We're gonna show this one. Not right now, but we're gonna show it.
All right. Let's go with this one first.
Now to a surprising discovery at the White House. What was it? A bag of suspicious white powder believed to be cocaine.
I don't want him coming in like the State of the Union. He was high as a kite.
The lights are on, but I'm not home. My mind is not my own. They prop me up, so hard to fake. Tough to stand or stay awake. I scream, it's such a treat. Every sentence is
True interaction under
incomplete.
pressure.
I love kids, control and greed. Another step, that's all I need. Whoa, Jilly always tells me when will you do the stuff. Oh yeah. to blow. They write me words that I can't read. I lose control. My pants I pee. I crap my pants so many times. I dream of kids. They're on my mind. Oh, won't you mind? I can't be saved. Pump me with drugs. Hope I'll behave. There's no one left for us to screw. 10% for me, nothing for you. I make up stories. I'm a famous astronaut. Oh yeah. I'm the greatest person that you'll ever need to know. A family full of addicts. We're addicted to blow. Time we all accept it. We're addicted to blow.
What's up, Brett? How you doing, brother? Happy
Hey,
Father's
Brett.
Day. Well, happy Father's Day, Brett.
Yes, everybody.
Damn, one of my own memes actually made it to the Dilly meme team. Damn.
Did it? Which one was it?
That's when Joe Biden sit down on. It's called Dumber and Dumber, and I done a meme with Joe Biden sitting down taking the shit.
Oh, where he was. Okay,
Oh yeah, that's mine.
that's yours.
That's mine. Damn it. They took that joker off daggum Twitter and TikTok as well. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's no telling how many different, content creators is all in that to make that up. That's a lot of work. It looks like a lot of work to do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. That's the thing about on the weekends. I just do memes. Yeah, I really do. And I mean, I'm not like them guys, but I'm pretty damn good at it. But can I show mine right quick?
Yes.
It's only.
Go for it.
It's only.
Papa did this one.
Well,
you're fine, Papa. I love seeing them.
Okay, well, I edited it. I edited the video. So anyway. Yeah. No, well.
Why'd you edit?
Because it's the fact of the matter. Damn it. So here we go.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
She calls me up. It's the nicest thing that's ever happened. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. I pushed the envelope on that joker. Goddamn right I did. I did.
Oh, I'm getting the big head now. Doing, Brett.
No,
How are
not
you,
getting, Brett? I'm not getting the big head, bro. It's just the fact of the matter. You know how hard we work on this stuff, bro. So,
It's good to see it. I love it when I see, a video that you have put some time into, or just a video period, and it's on a decent person's account, and it's on a different account, not just TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
It means it is going, it has made its way. And that's awesome. It lets you know, hey, word spread fast.
Hey, I even put that on True Social. Not the last one, but the one Biden taking.
The one you were talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they got it from there. Who knows? But I'm just thankful it's in Dilly's. Yep. Y'all got to check out Dilly's. It's got some really neat stuff. Papa, do you want to take us in with what it is you want to talk about this evening?
Oh, well, shit, you going to take me there, huh? Well, shit, you put me right on the spot. Okay, so, all right,
it's
so
the podcast world.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you've heard of, there's a video going out there on TikTok of the United States striking Russia.
Yeah.
And you've seen or supposedly seen or heard of Russia ships coming into port there in Florida and now they're in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. But there's this guy. I do not know this guy, but I seen the TikTok earlier today, but I knew what he was talking about. But I'm gonna pull this article up right quick if you don't mind, Gail.
No, you do it. Do you think?
So let me see there.
Go ahead, Papa.
So it says, so this comes from the Hill, of course. It says, we have already archived some successes of forces of the Russians to stop shelling the city. said, or whatever how you say it, name, the deputy chairman of the Committee of National Security, Defense, and Intelligence in Ukraine Parliament. In the next text message, also said thanks to whatever how you say that word, airman strikes, whatever catch me. We managed to reduce the offensive potential of Russian troops in this area. All right, so what are they talking about? You may be saying, hey, what are they talking about? All right, so what are they talking about, folks? Well, I guess I'm just going to play this shit. I think I got it. Let me see. Biden. Okay, here we go. No, that ain't it. But anyway, Biden, what happened was Biden okayed the use of our military equipment to be used
Right.
to strike Russia October the 30th, which actually happened on the 29th, October, May the 29th, but they said it was May the 30th, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happened on May the 29th, that's when Trump got in, his, not a sentence, but, he was proved guilty in the court of law by his peers.
Right.
So so that's saying what happened on June the 5th of this month. No, it's not moonshine, bro. I'm discombobulated. I told Gail backstage because I'm so daggone pissed off right now. I cannot stand it. Anyway,
It's pissed. He gets.
Yeah, I get sidetracked when I get pissed. But anyway, June 5th of this month, Ukraine struck Russia. It was a civilian area,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not with Ukraine missiles. It was
with
not with anybody else's missiles. It was from the United States. Now, like I said, I do not know this guy from Adam's House Cat, but I already had the articles up before I even seen this video. So here we go.
This is a legal affidavit, an oral affidavit. My name is Scott Bennett, former United States Army officer, State Department counterterrorism analyst. This is an affidavit testifying that the area behind me is the place that was struck, the apartment complex, the civilian housing structure that was struck by American and NATO weapons. These are civilian targets. These are not military targets. As such, this is an act of terrorism. This is an act of intentional terrorism meant, designed, and orchestrated to exercise political extortion upon the Russian Federation. As such, this is an act in violation of the United States Constitution, the United States laws, the laws of the several states. This is also a violation of the United Nations Charter as well as the laws of war. This is a affidavit that will be sent to Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, Senate Speaker Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, and as such, this is a notice that it must cease and desist this civilian targeting using American and NATO weapons, or else failure to cease and desist will constitute a continuation of war crimes. This is another angle. Just look at the internal world of these people that was suddenly shattered on this first floor, and then above them the second floor, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth. You have books, you have towels, you have toys, you have cookie boxes, you have ironing boards, you have art, you have pictures. All of this shattered in an explosion done by NATO weapons.
So yes, when I get discombobulated from a past live, I get really just. But but now they have actually shown, not this guy, but they've shown the bombing with the NATO missiles and stuff like that. So if you don't think we're in World War III, I ain't getting ready, folks.
We're
already here.
already there. We're already.
So I know I'm getting off track as far as from your show, but the thing about it is,
No,
folks,
Papa, go ahead.
the thing about it is, people are saying, well, if they bring back the draft, you know, my kids ain't gonna fight for this country. They have no right to fight for this country. Zero right, because all they're doing is just putting them in other countries. Because Ukraine, and that's part of this, the live that I was in earlier over on TikTok. I'm going to save it for tomorrow night for our podcast right here. There's still a lot of people who are asleep.
A lot. But all you got to do is research this bullshit. Research it. It's all right there.
But, you know, the thing about it is the draft actually ended in the 2000s, okay? So Ukraine needs 500,000 soldiers. That's what they keep saying. They've already fed 350,000 to the meat grinders. Get me? So 18 to 29, that's the age that they look for here in the United States of America to sign up for the draft. That means men and women. So now you got transgenders, men and women. Okay, if that makes any kind of sense to you. So they're trying to push the narrative here. Anyway, how many of those fighters, the kids, politicians, that's going to be on the front lines? On the front lines, not pushing the pencils in the desk. Zero. Okay, zero. You got to wake up, folks. So what are they doing? They're trying to make it now to where they just automatically, because back when I turned 18, I had to go to the post office as a male and sign up for the draft. Okay. So now they're trying to do it automatically because Dick Durbin I believe he's from Indiana. I believe he is. Said, well, you know, if you're an illegal alien and you serve in our government,
you can become a citizen.
You can become a citizen. So now they're trying to do it digitally to where you don't have to go to the post office and sign up. Yeah.
And then he is passing. Well, you're going to get to that video probably next. It kind of goes into conjunction, I think, with what he's trying to do with the votes as well. Y'all, there's a lot of underhanded bullshit going on. A lot. Some stuff that we don't know. You know, a lot of stuff that's going on. Think about it. We're getting funneled out bits and pieces, crumbs. So imagine what truly is really going on.
You got to think about it. I mean, you just got to pay attention, folks. Pay a freaking attention. I mean, you come to this podcast and our podcast and other podcasts to actually get the news to find out what the frick's going on, because the mainstream media, they're just going to tell you a bunch of damn lies. And politicians, what else they going to do? They're running for office. They're going to tell you a bunch of lies as well, and then it's going to blow smoke up your ass.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Papa, since you were talking about the Ukrainian soldiers and, you know, soldiers period, I come across this video and wow.
That is hell. Ukrainian moms are going to conscription offices and raising hell about their sons being dragged off to war. That's one thing. But they are fed up and they want answers as to who's been harvesting the organs of their sons and their husbands. Who died on the battlefield after they were conscripted and thrown into the meat grinder? When they received their bodies, there was surgical marks and surgical removal of their organs.
Oh my God.
Sold off on the black market.
We write, we hide, the information is deleted. Pizza. We will make a poster for all of Kyiv, for all cities. And we're not alone. We are 11 tortured boys who returned without organs.
And see, I don't just show stuff that just goes on here in America. I do it UK, you know, Ukraine. Zelensky isn't even the president anymore. His time ran out, and he's still standing there as if he is. You going to tell me that's not a dictatorship? They're Nazis.
100% Nazis.
Who is his fucking buddies?
our elite government.
Correct.
Yeah. Who causes all the wars in all these other countries? The
And how many
CIA.
times? And how many times did you see when Biden should have been doing stuff here in our country? How many trips was he taking over to Ukraine? And he was standing up there at the podium talking to the Ukrainian people like he was the president of Ukraine. Then he left, and unheard of, Zelensky come to our house
Mm-hmm.
and
You meant
speak on our floor,
yeah, on Congress, yeah.
in the Congress floor, and bring their flag, and they're just parading it. And recently they was parading the flags, the little bitty flags. Hey, 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 we passed. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, there's some crazy bullshit going on.
Mm-hmm.
This election is some crazy shit happening. Papa, you want me to get into mine, or do you want to play your video?
I just wanted to play because there's something that's coming up on Tuesday, but there's a couple of other articles that I know you don't hear a lot on as far as here on your podcast. Let me show this right quick. I mean, just real quick. So, Massachusetts. What about Massachusetts?
What?
Yep.
Massachusetts bill would allow mothers to sell their own newborns to the highest freaking bidder.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
If you guys don't see our country is going to shit, sell their children. Do you see what they're doing? Oh, wow. No, it's not just another election year, Jen. This one is so important.
Yeah.
So freaking important. People, we're going to get into the election stuff here shortly, but
you got to wake up, folks. You got to wake up because,
Wow.
all right, so let's go back to, no, that's legit shit. So far as the Massachusetts deal. We even covered it on our podcast a while back, but now it's coming back around. But let me show you this right here, right quick. This is kind of weird. Not really weird, but it is what it is. Heart disease and stroke. Heart and stroke could affect at least 60% of adults in the U.S. by 2050. Let me scroll down here. You mind reading that?
Papa, I can't see that.
At least 6 in 10. When I speak off the cuff here, just bear with me, okay? 6 out of 10 in adults, more diverse U.S. population could be affected by how you say it, COVID mentality, ever how you say it, disease within the next 30 years. It ain't going to be next 30 years. It's going to be within the next 5 to 10 years, according to the new science reports. The project raised is in the heart disease and stroke, along with several key factors, including high blood pressure and obesity, is likely to triple related costs to $1.8 billion by 2050. So what's that telling you, folks? That jab, that's what it's
They've
telling you.
given you a reason of why, and then they've already started pushing a certain narrative because they're having so many deaths now as it is over in Ukraine and other countries. You know what they're using and saying it is? It's because of the heat.
Oh, yeah. They want you to stay inside, folks. They want you to stay inside. But I do got this one because this video right here, it's only 16 seconds long. Be prepared for what you're fixing to listen to, folks, because it's coming this Tuesday. Executive order. Just saying.
And new this morning, multiple sources familiar with the White House's plans tell NBC News that President Biden is set to take executive action as early as Tuesday to protect hundreds of thousands of undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation.
Yeah. They're looking for
If he makes, you're right, get their vote, but also, okay, we don't know everyone that's come across, right?
Mhm.
Now think about this. There's family members that are here that are connected to these people that he's going to make legal, okay?
Mhm.
Now, he makes these people legal, those family members become legal as well.
Mm-hmm. And they have to pay zero taxes.
Bring your businesses.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Between the COVID shots, the food they're poisoning us with, and chemtrails, they are working at a population control.
Oh no doubt, Jim. No doubt.
Absolutely.
That's why.
Absolutely.
That's why you buy local. Even though you still have chemtrails that's coming and polluting the grass that animals eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot better than what you would get at the store. So.
And see, they have to get Trump out of the way.
Yep.
Do you see the building blocks here? They have to get him out of the way for their plans to completely be effective.
Well, it's called a 16-year. It's called a 16-year deal. You know, it goes back to when Barack Obama was in office. He got 8 years. Got me. First time he was elected. The next 4 years, he was actually installed because they thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election in 2016. Got me, and she didn't. They thought she wouldn't lose. So, but yeah, that's why they're ramping this shit up. Not wrapping it up, but ramping this stuff up. You know.
And Steve Bannon is 2 parts, about 4 minutes, and he explains exactly why they've chosen July 11th and quite a bit of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What they've done is something even worse. They've turned the legal system. They've turned the legal system, whether it is bankruptcy, whether it is taking somebody's law license, whether it's debanking, and they have the greatest president this nation's had since Abraham Lincoln, and they're about to put him. By the way, you know, on the 11th of July, they're going to sentence him for multiple years in prison. You understand that, right? You understand what they're doing in New York, and then they're going to limit how he can travel, how it's going to be court supervised. Why is that? To steal the election. To steal the election. Under no circumstances can they have the Trump administration take back over. They can't have MAGA rule the country. They don't care about this election. They don't care how many votes we get. They're going to fight us every step of the way. Look, it's between now and November 5th. And what Charlie and the team here and you guys are going through these workshops and get out the vote and chase the ballots, and voter integrity is everything. But just winning in November is just the first step. Then from November 5th to the 6th, Jamie Raskin is going to try to steal election on January 6th. They're already talking about right now, they're already going to say President Trump's an insurrectionist. And we will never certify an election of an insurrectionist. Raskin talks about it all the time. That's why we have to take the House, even by just 1 seat. And then, starting on high noon, on the 20th of January, when President Trump takes his hand off the King James Bible, you better be. We're going to have one hell of a party that night, are we not? They haven't seen a party like that since Andrew Jackson's crowd showed up. Taking straight out of the White House. I think after Biden, we're going to have an exorcism, correct? That afternoon. For Joe Biden and Dr. Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, all in the Biden, they're a bunch of feral dogs, right? It's a family of feral dogs. We're going to have to fumigate and have an exorcism. That's when the real work starts. The real work's going to start on the afternoon of the 20th. And the first thing, we got to stop the forever wars, particularly in Ukraine. No more money for Ukraine, not a penny. Not a penny. We've got to stop the massive spending and what's destroyed the economy. We also have to begin to end the Fed. And we need to get him back of independent cryptocurrencies, not a central bank digital currency where they're going to control you, correct? And most importantly, he's got to seal the southern border, and we got to start the deportation of 10 to 15 million illegal alien invaders.
You know the thing about Steve Bannon, he's a motivator. You get me?
Oh, definitely.
You know, and the thing about the morale is down in this country, and it has been for a while. Even when Obama started the morale going down. You know what I mean? And then when Trump comes in there, everybody's like, shock it all, man. What the hell? What? You know? And then they started doing all this stuff against Trump, which they're still doing. You know, and now you got this administration in power. Morale went down, but they're still doing what they're doing to Trump. But then you still got morale people like Steve Bannon, Brandon Diddley, as far as a podcaster, others. You got to keep the morale up, folks. With the morale, you have positivity. And the thing about the mainstream media in this administration, they want to keep you negative.
Down.
And
they want to keep you down.
Yeah, they want to keep you down. They want to keep you
sad, depressed,
diversified. That's what they want to keep you. You know, they want to keep talking about blacks and whites, white crime,
division.
Black crime, division. I mean, come on, really?
They want to keep the division going. Yeah. As long as they keep the division going, then where there's no unity, there's no unity.
That goes back to the Smith Month Act. Got me? That goes back to the Smith Month Act. You know, our mainstream media is pushing out all this propaganda because I can tell you, folks, I'm around black folks and Hispanic folks every day. They open the door for me just like I open the door for them.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So,
but it's most important that we've got a few videos I'm going to play that has to do with the election. Jack Probst, I always can say his name right. Probst.
Jack Posobiec.
Posobiec. Okay. Yeah. He is explaining what we could do better.
Oh, you got Caitlin here too. Oh shit. Okay.
There's a number of things to do. Number one, obviously we have to get rid of the machines. But in some places, they won't do that. So what you got to do to make elections safer, be poll watchers. Be volunteering, going to the polls. Don't even wait for the counting. No, you have to be at the polls. Follow the rules, follow everything you're supposed to do, the guidelines, how many feet away, electioneering, etc. But you need to watch these elections like a hawk because that's where they will try to steal it again.
And they're going to. Yeah. There's no possibility. They're going to. And that's why it needs to be an overwhelming amount of turnout and people doing what they're supposed to do when it comes to voting. Because we got to break the system.
Well, just like I said last night, I don't think a lot of people took heart in what I actually said last night. When you walk in to vote this coming November, turn your cellular data off. Turn your Wi-Fi off. And once you get in there, take and turn your Wi-Fi on. Now, if somebody's standing beside you, they got a hot spot, it's going to pick that up, okay? That's what people don't understand. It's going to pick those Wi-Fi the hot spots up. Well, they need to have that shit turned off on their phones. Turn the hot spots off. Because that way, if they got their hot spots off, and if I walked into Gail's polling place, you got me? Or Brett's or Faith's over in Georgia, you got me? I walk in there and I pick up a Wi-Fi connection, you need it automatically because there's gonna be a sheriff or whatever the case may be most of the time. So hey, we have a Wi-Fi connection in here. Got me? And everybody that's in there, they're gonna turn their phones off. Well, guess what? When they turn their phones off, somebody's gotta be watching. Somebody has to be watching. Seeing one of the leaders goes to a different room. You got to hem everybody up. You got to hem them up. But no, there ain't no damn body moving. There ain't nobody moving. You got to, if the sheriff or the deputy does not, you got to take charge. Don't be rude. Do not be violent, whatever the case may be. Stand your ground. So, no, you ain't leaving. Y'all staying all in place. You know what I'm saying?
Because you start seeing them disperse.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing them bringing in things, I'm going to tell you, they're going to try everything they can. If they start taping up the windows again, boarding it up to where you can't see it, putting black tarps up where you can't see it, and you got people with big old bags going to the ballot, the drop boxes.
Get it all on camera.
You say something.
Yep.
Then record and call the authorities. And if they don't do nothing, have it all documented. That is where it's going to come into play. You need documentation, not hearsay.
Yeah.
Document it. Have multiple witnesses, people that you don't even know that are there, and they can verify and corroborate exactly the incident that took place.
And the thing about it is you do it for your own city. Don't, like Gail just said. I know I keep calling you Gail, but
You're fine. Everybody knows me by about 3 or 4 names.
Anyway, she's right. See something, say something. But at the same time, poll watchers have to be there through the county. Yep. But that didn't happen back in 2020 now, did it? No, they started
that shit up.
Boarded that shit up. Said, well, you can stand back and look 15 foot away per se. But I mean, this is a very, very important election, folks. Very important. But still at the same time, if you got drop boxes off in your area, don't encounter those folks. Got me? Get it on video. Yes. Do not send it to the sheriff's department. Send it to us. And then once we grab it, we got it. Got me? If you want to know how to do that, we'll talk about that later. But send it to your Secretary of State, okay, as well.
Yep.
And if you get in there and if you vote, say down, whatever you do, I don't care if you don't like if you're voting Republican, I don't care if you don't like myself on the ballot. If I'm on your ticket, vote down ballot, folks. Vote down ballot. Because that way, if it rejects it, then they say, well, you got to go back and redo it. Take your number that you were supposed to be at, say number 1 or 15,000. You take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. All right, so if they say, well, you got to redo it, just write Donald J. Trump in there. Just write Donald J. Trump. So you got to. Why, you may say or ask. Because each time somebody writes his name in there, in each city, in each state, they actually have to go back and hand count every single vote that went through the machine or handwritten in. Okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's facts.
Exactly, Peach. They're not allowed in Wisconsin. I remember reading and doing a post about that.
My Peach. She's there.
Peach is here. Well, I should say Linda.
Linda's here. Hey, Linda.
His weekend is over. After the podcast, you'll have custody back up. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. So she hit the nail on the head. Drop boxes are not allowed in Wisconsin, but also mail-in ballots aren't allowed in Wisconsin until 2020. Mm-hmm. Prove me wrong, Linda.
Everything there, watch this video. They may know what SBA is.
I stand
You know
corrected.
what SBA? You know what SBAs are?
I don't know. I'm watching Brett's comment right here. Yeah, right in Donald John Trump. Thank you, Brett. So, Donald John Trump, not Donald J. Trump. Just right in Donald John Trump. I apologize. So there you go.
Does everybody know what SBAs are?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
And why would they have any? Why would they have any small business association? And why would they be connected with our voting?
Mr. Whitson, in your opinion, sir, why is the SBA involved itself in election process and registering voters in swing states?
Thank you for that question. So this is part of the executive order. It commanded every single federal agency to take part in this whole of government, get out the vote effort to benefit the Biden administration. Is one of those tools. And so Michigan, as we mentioned, it's well-known fact that it's a key battleground state. And so it doesn't require a lot of votes to make a significant impact.
Right.
So that's
right.
what it appears.
What does the SBA stand for, Mr. Whitson? Do you know?
It's the Small Business Administration.
Do you find that odd that the Small Business Administration is involved in getting out the vote in a state that President Biden is down in and absolutely needs to win to stay president?
Absolutely.
Mr. Whitson.
So why would they be involved? Why would the small business?
I wonder why.
Now they're venturing out to other people, and I'm going to tell you, you'll be complicit in this. And Laura Trump says she'll round every single one of you up this time. We're not taking your shit no more. You guys want to come after J6 people that were just being patriotic and just being there? You guys don't understand. We're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of you.
Hang on, Ruby. You'd be surprised how many people are still asleep.
They might be still asleep, but there's a lot of us that aren't.
Yeah.
And sometimes a lot of us that aren't are more powerful.
There you go.
And for one, first and foremost, I have God on my side, and He's more powerful than man or anyone else.
Exactly.
Period. And whatever God wants done, it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen. Period. But they're trying everything they possibly can. And well, let's hear Laura Trump. She spoke this evening.
Well, I think the first change, probably right out of the gate, people noticed is there was a big staff change at the RNC. So that was sort of our initial first day operation. And then since then, we've gone through every vendor, every contract. We want to make sure we're getting the best value for our dollar with everything. We also are looking at something that I think is top of mind for every American right now, which is election integrity, as really our highest and top priority. So if you come to the RNC, the bulk of the people actually working in that building right now are on our election integrity team. And we have a huge push across the country. We're going to have 100,000 volunteers for this election cycle. ProtectTheVote.com if anyone wants to come volunteer with us. And we're putting so many resources in that because we can never repeat 2020 and that election ever again. If we don't have free, fair, and transparent elections, quite frankly, nothing else really matters that we're doing in this country. And so we really are doing things much differently. We're also looking at things like legal ballot harvesting, which has never been done before. We also want to encourage people. Our messaging is a little different on voting. In the past, we know that traditionally Republicans like to vote on Election Day. What we are asking this election cycle is for people to vote early. Bank your vote is what we say. Get out there, vote as early as you can in whatever way you can, and then use your time from that day up until Election Day to take people with you, because we cannot leave this to chance. Life happens. If you wait till Election Day, you never know. And so we want to make sure that people are hearing that message loud and clear. And then you ask about the Trump campaign and the RNC. I can say this, having been part of, now this is my third presidential campaign cycle. Cannot believe that. Previously, the RNC, of course, worked alongside the campaign, but we were never one cohesive unit. And the great thing right now is that we truly have merged both of those entities into one. So that means we have one person doing one job for both groups. We are not wasting money on extraneous employees or people that we don't need. And we are laser focused on the task at hand. So it just gives us a lot more strength and a lot more ability to charge forward to November 5th with everything, all the wind in our sails, all the money behind us. And so we are.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, so what they're doing is I remember when President Trump said after 2020, the 2020 election, in 2023, he said, get out there and vote early. You got me? My problem is with early chance to throw away. That's true. That is true. But a lot of states have early voting. Here in Alabama, not us. It's on that day.
Oh, really?
So,
Interesting.
what's up, Jolene? How you doing?
Hey, Jolene. Welcome in. Welcome in.
But
Good to see you.
get out there. I mean, like she said, I mean, everybody's got to be on notice. Okay, we got to beat them at their own game, even the Rhinos game. Okay.
Yeah, it's both sides.
Both sides. It's both sides. You got to beat them, and so, get
Just
out there.
because they say Republican and this and that, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, you
At
give me
all.
you give me flashbacks from the live I was in earlier.
You're PTSD now.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you that live, it was a good live. Don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of people that are asleep.
And it's very disheartening when you see that.
Yeah,
it really is.
But the only way you're gonna find out what I went through tonight, right here, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Rebel Gen X Unfiltered. Oh shit! Y'all thought I was just combobulated before this, right when we came in. Damn! Wait till tomorrow night. God Almighty! I just can't. I don't understand it. Yeah, I can't understand. I mean, we're all going through this. There ain't no rich in middle class or poor. It's only rich or poor. That's it. I don't get it.
And you wonder, they see what's going on. They're having a difficult time. They wasn't having a difficult time like this when Trump was in office. They may have hated the guy. They may have disliked his attitude, the way he spoke, or whatever. But his policies were effective.
But they didn't really have this kind of problem when even Obama was in office on his first or second term.
But true. Yeah.
I
didn't. I was one that I was asleep and didn't give two shits about what was going on. Those it didn't affect me at that point in time. I only ventured in 2020, so I'm running up to speed with everything. And there's a lot of shit I found out from way back up until now, and the shit that these people are capable of doing. It is horrifying to know and to think. I used to be one of those that think, well, our government cares so much about us. Our government is putting this in place for us to take care of us, and I can understand, when I say, people are still asleep, I can understand when someone wakes up and they're like, I'm so mind blown, because for so long we believed it. For so long it was like, oh, they putting insurance in place, TennCare in Tennessee, food stamps, they care about our people. No, they don't give two shits about you. They really don't. And that's not just something we're pulling out of our ass or thin air. They do not care about you. If you ever wake up and you dig, it won't take you long to wake up.
Okay.
That's all. What do you, seriously.
But I'm with you. I understand exactly where you're coming from. But this person that was in that live, he's running for Congress. I'll save the goodie parts for tomorrow night on our podcast, but he got to talk about regulations.
Of course they are. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. You're
That's
100%
horrible.
correct. Well, it goes back to Trump. We reduce these regulations. You know, we can. When I say reduce, cut these regulations. We can add one, but we can add 13. Which is, you know, the 12 or 13 is going to help the American people. But
No. It's going to help them further
Yeah.
their agenda.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
that works.
So
Plain and simple. That's how it always works. Well, this Scott was asked a question today.
Who's
said
Scott?
that Mike Pence absolutely did the right thing when he defied Donald Trump's demand to not certify that election. Do you still stand by that Pence absolutely did the right thing on January 6th?
The Constitution is clear. What we're trying to focus on is how do we make sure we get 4 more years where the American people, particularly kids like me, growing up in poverty, have the best future we could possibly have.
Senator
Living
Scott,
their
thank you.
version of the American dream. That takes Donald Trump.
Senator Scott, thank you.
I didn't know if they thought he was going to be on a bandwagon still.
Wow. Wow. That shit fired down. I mean, okay. Okay. You know, karma is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
It is.
there you
It
go.
is. Definitely. I loved it when I saw that. I was like, man, they cut him off. See, that's what they're gonna do. They silence you. It's just like all these platforms, they silence you. It's just like when you're in the middle of a TikTok. You know, when I see Congress doing their shit, the House doing their shit, I see these committee hearings, and the way they're describing the new rules for
Oh,
the
yeah.
debate that's fixing to happen. Swear to God, it reminds me of a TikTok fucking live. I'll start
Yeah, but-
reading it and be like, what are the mute on?
I mean, because they want to sit there and be able to mute. You get me? When you're not, you know, if someone's speaking, they want. Now, I'll be honest with you now, country, just saying. And sometimes people's TikToks, they get out of hand. Not saying that yours do, but yours do sometimes. But
Yeah, they do. They do.
people's over talking and stuff like that. And I'm over there hitting the mute button and stuff like that. But in a presidential debate, come on. Gloves
That's in
are
a
off.
debate.
Hey, the gloves are off. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. You
let's
have
get
every
back.
right.
Hey, let's get back to Joey and Donald Trump back in 2020's last debate. Let's go. Hey, if y'all have not watched that one in a while,
Go back.
go back and watch it over on YouTube because it's actually comical. It's comical. It's very comical. So.
Well, here is another another clip of Biden's poll numbers. Boy, I can't remember this dude's
Well, hang
name.
on now. Hang on before you play that. I don't even know what his poll numbers are. I don't do. You know, sometimes I'll pull up and say something about the polls, but
When you hear this,
but I thought there was neck and neck. I thought there was neck and neck.
when you hear this, you'll be like, and even when he answers back, his rebuttal to the whole entire premise of it, it is hilarious because you're sitting there thinking, well, that explains a lot. I mean, he answers his own question. These people, and they're actually doing shit for our country or not.
So you noted that Biden has to campaign in addition to being leader of the free world. Let's talk about the campaign because Trump was in battleground Michigan last night making a pitch to African American voters. Polls show Biden trailing Trump in key battleground states and polling well behind your Senate colleagues who are running for re-election. Look at this New York Times poll from last month. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is up 9 points in Wisconsin. Biden's only up 2 points. Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey up 5 in PA. Biden's down 3. Arizona Congressman Ruben Gallego running for Senate in Arizona up 4. Biden down 7. Nevada Senator Jackie Rosen up 2 in Nevada. Biden's down 12. How can you look at these statistics, these numbers, and not conclude that Joe Biden is a drag on the ticket? Oh, that's not going to be the case. But look at the numbers. Well, that's one poll. I mean, you're happy for your colleagues, I'm sure, but Biden is is underpolling all of them. Well, that's one poll. I can also show you 60 other polls that show that Joe Biden is in the lead. There are plenty of polls in swing states that show that Joe Biden has a small lead. This is going to be a close race. There's no doubt about it. But what we have consistently seen is that Democrats are outperforming polls because we're seeing a surge of turnout, especially young people who are freaked out that Republicans, led by Donald Trump, are going to take away their right to reproductive health care, are going to destroy our democracy. I think this is going to be a close race, but I have no doubt that Joe Biden is going to win, and he's going to lead Senate Democrats to hold the majority. Before we go...
There's 60 other polls. Yeah, y'all have made your own little numbers up.
Okay, but he said something about the swing states. Hey, Joe is not leading in the swing state of Wisconsin.
He's not.
Or Pennsylvania. Or
But see, they're gonna do what they can. It's usually like a 5-10% basis that they need to kind of. They don't want too big of a margin. They don't want too little of a margin. So they got to get that perfect, a little amount.
But
I beat you by this, and I beat you by that.
But Joe Biden, he's gonna win the election. Yeah.
The erection, yeah.
The election. God almighty.
It's like his little blue pill.
Yeah. Or it could be yellow, Could be
Well,
yellow.
since we're talking about Joe Biden, I have a clip of when he was the youngest senator there when you first come in.
Okay.
Thank you. Good to be here. Senator Biden, it's nice to have you here as the youngest member of the Senate, the one, therefore, who may expect the longest career there. I wonder if you'd say to us, since it's clear that you're not corrupt and you got elected, why should people think that the system produces corrupt results when there you are?
Well, I'm not sure you should assume I'm not corrupt, but thank you for that, though. The system does produce corruption, and I think implicit in the system is corruption, when in fact, whether or not you can run for public office, and it costs a great deal of money to run for the United States Senate, even from a small state like Delaware, you have to go to those people who have money, and they always want something.
Well, it's called big time lobbyists and NGOs. Yeah. Don't get me started on that one. But yeah.
Well, he's corrupt. He admitted it even back then. And wasn't it around the time? I wonder what year that was. I can't figure out what year it was.
That was back in the 70s. Or no, I should
taking documents.
Oh, the
Was he
documents.
taking documents then?
Who knows? We can't find out.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, special counsel Robert Hurd, he won't release the voice from the ghost. So
imagine the stuff that's on there. It must be pretty bad. It must be pretty freaking bad to be going to these efforts and these ends to do that. Well, I found this little clippy clip of Jane Fonda. It's like 5 seconds.
COVID is God's gift to the left.
Yeah, Janie, you think so?
Do you see how twisted they are?
Yeah,
they would
twisted.
use something, Fauci, they would do whatever. They would kill you for their narrative, for their agenda. They will kill you for that, for what they want to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears there for a second. Caitlin Clark, basketball player.
Can I add something to this right quick?
Sure.
I do not watch basketball,
Me neither.
NFL football, nor NBA or baseball. I do not watch any kind of professional sports per se. Give me college football and college softball, and I'm all down with it. But what they've done to this lady right here, well, Caitlin, you got a fan right here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't watch it, but I saw this. I thought, what? I don't know what the outcome was, what the actual, you might know, I'm not sure what the actual ruling was, but I've got 2 clips. Let's watch the first one.
Clark, hammer, 3
monitors coming over. At the top, the official is pointing to his head here, and I think they're going to look at this to review it. The foul, I believe, to Angel Reese. Yep, across the head, and they will go to the monitor to review this one. Yeah, that's right.
Being reviewed for possible upgrade to a playground.
I think it'll be upgraded here.
Here's the other. Here's a slower version.
Upgrade to a playground.
Yep, across the head, and they will go to the monitor to review this one.
So I'm not sure what the outcome, what the ruling was on that. Do you think it was done deliberately? Do you think it was truly a foul?
No, that was actually. I mean, there's so many clips out there, not of just this incident, but other. Yeah, they are targeting Caitlin
big time.
You know, I'm glad you pulled that up, because I do have. If you got something else on that, go ahead and play it, because I have somebody that's standing up for Caitlin, and I was very not. You know, when you the thing about it is, all right. So I was talking yesterday with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have players that come across and come into the sport that they just everybody's freaked out. Yeah, I mean, because how good that these people are. Go to Jeff Gordon, NASCAR. Go to Michael Jordan, basketball. You go to Tiger Woods, golf. Okay. Now let's go back to basketball. Then you got Caitlin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with that saying, let me pull up Serena Williams, which is a freaking damn star in tennis.
Yes.
Okay. I don't like. Listen, I don't like tennis, but I respect the players. Okay, I respect all the good players. So, and this is what, this is what she says. Damn it. So,
but that's in the book. That's not, we go into that a little bit in the arena. But
I had to add to that.
I was.
Just saying.
Things that I had to go through now, people will be canceled for saying back then.
So when you see like this Caitlin Clark, what advice would you have maybe for her?
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't. What did she say? She doesn't have a social. She doesn't look at her social, and I get it. I don't either, and I think it's so important to continue to do what she's doing, and no matter what other people do, then if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do, basically, and hopefully she'll continue to do what she's doing.
Wow. Good to see people in the sports,
yep,
not just hers, but different ones start to stand up, because that's wrong what they're doing to this girl. I mean, she's standing firm, she's standing tall, and I'm sure it's very hard on her at times.
You know, yeah. I mean, now they got this so-called audio out, this AI generated, saying that Caitlin was doing all this, saying this and saying that, but it's AI, folks. If you've heard it and you thought it was actually her, it was not her. And like I said, I'm saying this from a person that's not a fan of the sports in them, in those sports, but I'm saying it because I'm standing up for somebody who's actually a damn good player. Serena Williams has said exactly what I was thinking and exactly what I was saying to other folks. So much respect for Serena Williams.
Absolutely.
So,
and if you're out there and you do listen, and you see this or you hear voices, stand up for what's right. Stand up for your friends. Stand up for the ones who are being targeted, because she's being targeted.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
I could get so mad because I'm so much for, excuse me, women's rights. Got me? Now you got a bunch of daggum thug butches. I'm just saying what I'm saying right here, right now. A bunch of thug butches that are targeting a white female, a white female.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you was all about women's rights. Oh, okay, I guess not now, are you? Because, she's better than you. You can't beat her ass on the damn court. You cannot beat her because she's that good. She's getting paid a hell of a lot more than what you are. She's oh shit, fire down. Nike done proved that one. I wish she went with Under Armour, but Nike beat it to the punch. But it is what it is. But go Caitlin. That's all I gotta say.
Go Caitlin. You got a bunch of supporters, I promise you.
Yep.
You sure do. Well, today Trump signed a MAGA supporters truck. I just love seeing how humble he is, and it's a refreshing.
He's humble. I thought he was a white supremacist, a daggum people hater.
I don't see how anyone
Orange
could
Man
say
bad,
he-
right? I thought he was Orange Man bad, right?
I can't believe people would even say that about him, truthfully, because it just boggles me. Well, let's see.
Oh my God. This is great.
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
A good one. Very good. I had to be careful. I don't want to screw up your truck.
Oh no, that's not screwing up the truck at all.
I loved it.
Hey, that's our boy right there. That's our
It
guy.
is. It is. Now, this lady, Miss Nana Crash, she is on TikTok and on a couple other platforms. Highly intelligent. You can catch her during the day on TikTok. And very smart lady. But I just had to play this.
Well, good morning. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. I hope everybody's having a great morning. I was thinking this morning, have you ever noticed politicians never give you a straight answer to anything? Do they? They have this this prepared dialogue that they parrot, and that's it. No matter what the question is, it's always back to the prepared dialogue. It's a shame, isn't it? But in this regard, Donald Trump is really a breath of fresh air. Don't you think so? He answers your questions. He tells you what he thinks, and then he tells you what he's going to do about it. A lot different from all the others, isn't he? I'll tell you one other thing that makes a big difference about Donald Trump. You might ask, what's that? Well, he keeps his word. Yes, he keeps his word to the American people. And that is what frightens the fuck out of all these Democrat, socialist, commie bastards. Trump 2024, baby.
What is it? Hang on. What is it about you women? Y'all going to do that wink and stuff. Dadgum Miss Linda does it all the damn time in her videos. And she'll do it on the podcast. What the hell is up with that shit?
It's our thing. You guys grab your crotches and shit.
I don't do that.
The wink.
When's the last time? Hey, whoa, Ruby. When's the last damn time you see me on TikTok grab my crotch?
Well, I've never seen you, Papa. I've never seen you grab your crotch. I'm just simply stating it's an action. It's like, when you see the guys dancing or you see them talking, I swear to God, they could be standing in a conversation, and I think they don't even know they're doing it. But they will adjust themselves. I don't know how many times a day you guys adjust yourself. You say you're adjusting yourself. You just do your thing, and it's like it's just a thing we do. You asked.
Well, yeah, I did ask, but you laid it down pretty good. But when that sarcasm that she do, that's straight out sarcasm to the goat right there.
Yes.
That's a Gen Xer right there. This hurting your damn feelings every breath she takes. Every word that she said, that was truly sarcasm. That's the goat right there. That's what us Gen Xers are all about. We don't care about your feelings. We just care about just putting it out there, and you can roll with it or not. If it gets too hot in the kitchen, get out, get on the porch. Roll with it. But I thought she was actually going to say there's something about Trump that they just really don't like. Well, she did say that. Because he got some big old balls. You know what I'm saying?
Does. And she's absolutely right. But you guys can catch her during the day on TikTok. I don't really know what time. Usually early in the morning, goes. But I think she's in the UK. She works in the UK, but she does a lot of work and stuff. But she's so smart.
Yeah.
So
I've actually been in some of her lives, for not on the panel. Just yeah. And that one, I thought she's actually from here in the United States.
She is from America, but she works in the UK.
Okay. So y'all go check her out. So yeah.
Yes. And then if you're watching, because she likes to watch and she'll come in the lives and stuff. Good to see you. Finally tonight, guys, we have one video left. I just had to bring this back because
I love this one. I love this one.
do this. It is time to pull this bitch in. I might just start leaving it here tonight. Might just leave this on the next upcoming episode for tomorrow night. I think that's what we're gonna do tonight, Papa.
There you go. That's fine with me.
All right. I think that's what we're gonna do. Everybody. Welcome.
I tell you what, I still remember that day. And like I said, I don't know if I told you country or not, but we was in Gulf Shores, and it was in July when he come down the escalator. I looked at my wife. I was like, that's going to be our next president right there. She said, there ain't no way. He does The Apprentice. I said, I've never seen it. And I've never actually seen one of the episodes of The Apprentice.
Great show. You'd love it.
Well, I'm sure I would, but I've never seen it. And she's like, there ain't no way. I'm just telling you, that's gonna be our next.
We're gonna see Chad binge watch it during the day.
I probably will. Just say, you're fired, Gail.
It's badass. It really is. You learn a lot from him too. You really will. He's awesome. He really is. But I love it. I love it. Well, I have one thing I'd like to post, and if you want to screenshot it, do it. I don't know how to make it full screen because I don't know if they can't read it small, but if it's full screen, they can read it. I have a bunch of bills within this that you need to go check out. Executive orders, that Trump put in place. And I've got it's in parentheses, the ones that you need to check out that are important. This is the best way I could do it. I had people ask me, well, what executive order is this or that? So I don't know, Papa, if you can get that too.
I'll tell you what,
you screenshot it.
Yeah, y'all screenshot it, and Gail, if you'll send it to me, I can copy and paste, put it in the description box after the show. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
So.
But everyone, the time has come to the close of the show. Once again, we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. But you guys tune in. Gen X Unfiltered Truth. And then I have mine at 10 Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern. So mine's after Papa's. But you guys have a great evening. And I thank you so much for being here. Like, follow, and share. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
And y'all have a happy Monday, okay?
And happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
But yeah, y'all stay safe out there, and the country will be back, and we'll be back right here tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Gen X Unfiltered. And thank y'all for being here. Y'all hit that thumbs up on the way out, okay?
We thank you. Good night.
I want you to want me.